Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a sneak peek for the year 2026 Tarot Oracle reading. And Libra, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Libra, we still all have a little bit of Libra in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Libra in? That is where this energy will show up for you. My goal is to empower you with valuable information. I've already cut and shuffled and washed the deck and just given it a quick cut, and we'll begin with the underlying energy. Please be aware that this is a general or collective reading, so parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So we have, for the underlying energy, it's raining money. Yay! And 2026 prosperity. There we have it. So the energy here of the Pentacles, it's not just about money, it's about health, wealth, happiness, lifestyle. We have the big house in the background. We have a family here. They have pets. They have time to stop and chat with the neighbors, that kind of energy. So this is kind of talking about lifestyle and moving into a better way of, a more conducive way of living. I'm getting more in alignment with your desires. This is really awesome energy because 10 of Pentacles is the highest number of pentacles in the deck. And so we have to, this is like really strong energy to begin a reading with if this is the underlying energy. We have, and what I was going to say also is that the Libra energy is about being mature enough, that's the stage of life Libra represents. It's about justice, like for all your hard work and whatever the scales of justice, and being in a place where you're in alignment as a mature adult and perhaps have started a family and are in this energy of wanting, all that's best for your family and having that lifestyle. So, would you like to come up here, Stella? My cat wants to join in on the reading, so we'll let her here. Okay, you be a good girl and you be quiet. You can come up on my lap. Okay, so in January, we have this heartache energy. And so this energy, it kind of speaks for itself. Something has happened to cause grief at some level. This energy, when you look at it, it's really disturbing. But then when you look at it again, you realize that the heart is actually quite big, and that these aren't swords so much as they're more like, in context to how big the heart is, and they are. And some people look at this as being kind of like arrows, like Cupid, firing their arrows and hitting the mark. In this context, what that would mean is that your subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind are in alignment with your heart's desires, and that's why you're in this energy. Or this can say there was some sort of heartache, but it's something that you would be able to recover from. There's some energy of not being able to speak your truth or not feeling that you can speak your truth. So we'll look into what that is. But to start off the energy with this, real strong fulfillment energy, and then have this, it could say that you're overcoming heartache from 2025 and you're off to, this is something you're speaking about now, and things are going to change in the new year. The 2025 year is 2 plus 2 plus 5 is a 9 year. So that's the end of an actual cycle of 9 years, and moving into 2026, 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. It's moving into a brand new energy, a brand new cycle. So a lot of people are feeling the energy of this new year much more strongly than they were of the previous years, because that was kind of a continuation of a cycle, whereas this is talking not just about a new year, but a new cycle. And so this is representing January, and then we have reconciliation here. So maybe at Christmas, which is right here before that, there was some words spoken by family members or something, or you spoke words, and it caused a a problem in the family. There was maybe an argument or something like that, because this card represents reuniting with people, and quite often with people that you love. There's flowers in the cups here, and a lot of people are gathering to celebrate the holiday season with each other. And so this could be like energy of attending a family event and wanting to have like this energy, with all this happiness and everything, and then it just didn't work out that way. Maybe some things were said at Christmas dinner or whatever, and the energy is just like the reunion didn't turn out to be what you thought it would be. Or this could be representing a new way of looking at things in 2026, that maybe you had that in the past, and then you went and you reunited with people and you decided, like it actually turned out pretty good. It could go either way. And so we'll just see as we go here what this is about. And then we have the Wounded Warrior. So yeah, definitely it is something to do with that. Not reuniting with people and deciding to forgive after really feeling like broken down. Or it could be that this just happened and you're feeling broken down from having attended something like that. So let's take a look more of what's happening. So we have January, February, March. In March, you're still feeling the effects of whatever this is. This doesn't have to be family, just because of the time of year. This could be matters of business. This could be neighbors in your community. This could be, because we have that energy here, this could be energy at work. And this also represents, the wands represent actions. And so, this person has been through 8 actions, so that other people, there's 6 people here, or 6 cups here. And then we've got the 3 swords. And the swords actually represent thoughts and your mind, your mental intelligence in your mind. So I feel like there's an energy still of thinking about whatever happened in the past, and it still is, you're leaning on the 9th wand here. So the energy is like you've survived it, and now you're clearly, it's been very challenging, but you're ready to move forward now. Let's see some more what's going on. Yeah, moving forward right here, we have it. So this is about recognizing that maybe this is you standing on the turret of a castle overlooking your kingdom, your domain. Remember, every person's home is their castle. And then, so it doesn't have to be an actual castle, but this person is standing there and they're looking at past and future, I feel like. Caught in between the past and the future. And it looks like when this card comes up, it's like feeling like you're a big fish in a little pond, swimming around in circles, and feeling like you want to expand your horizons and move to a new place. Like recognizing that maybe you don't feel like you belong here anymore, and you have the world at your disposal. So saying, okay, I'm going to move from this lifestyle. I want this, and I'm not going to have this here. And rarely are you going to be a hero in your own hometown. So maybe you've recognized, I've had as much success as I can have here. I don't feel like I need to be in this energy, if it's family, friends, if it's co-workers at work, whatever it is, you're making a shift in this card can actually say, I am moving, I'm changing location, I'm moving to another city, I'm moving to another country, I'm moving to, another province, a state, that kind of energy. Or it could be I'm moving to another company, or I'm, that kind of energy. And then we have, yes, because you want peace of mind. And you feel like you're not going to get, maybe after what happened, it was like the last time, 3 strikes, you're out energy. And I feel like you have decided that this is no longer where you want to live. It's talking, or where you want to work, or who you want to be around anymore. You've decided you want peace of mind. You're not going to have peace of mind. There was things that were said that you recognize you're just not up for it, and you're not willing to be the wounded warrior anymore, like a martyr for the rest of the family to pick on at events, being the black sheep of the family. Sometimes this energy is, or sometimes it can be like just not enjoying the work that you're in anymore, or just not enjoying these people, like you have nothing in common anymore. And you recognize that when you gather every year. If you don't see people for like a year, and then you gather together and you're expecting it to be the same, people change, and some people don't change, and that's part of, I'm getting the issue here. And so this is about hanging these thoughts up on the wall, and being in a place where you want to be at peace of mind, and laying the sword down. So you don't want to think about this anymore. You don't want to fight with people anymore. You just want peace. And this stained glass window is like, it looks like this person's in a church. They're in meditation, prayer, and this says Pax on here. So it says Pax means peace. And this is about, I want peace of mind, and I'm not going to get it here. The battle, it's happened 3 times now. And maybe it's happened 3 years in a row, and you're realizing, this just is not for me anymore, and I want to move on. And this energy coming up here is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a highly respected individual for their business acumen and for their mental capacity, well educated. Someone that knows that words are cheap, that actions speak louder than words. Perhaps there's been apologies back and forth from both parties, whatever. But in the end, it happens over and over again when, you get together, and you've just decided, like, the King of Swords will cut through the bullshit, cut through the red tape, make really strong, clear decisions about what actions need to be taken, and do it in a way that, they're not going to fight with people. They're not going to get in battles with people. They're just going to make clear-cut choices to move forward in a peaceful manner. And sometimes you can do that with words, and sometimes you can do that by just cutting some parts of your life out and moving forward in the way that you see. Because this is the energy of wanting this and feeling there's no way this is going to happen here. And then we have the Empress. So the Empress, she's sitting on her throne here, and she's embodies the qualities of all 4 queens in the minor arcana. And so she's sitting here, and she's growing a crop of wheat here, and she understands that because she has the wisdom of all the queens, she's pregnant with possibility. She's like a generator of energy, because she doesn't waste her energy on this kind of energy. She chooses to move forward, and in a way that embodies the qualities of the Queen of Swords, being able to have clarity in your thoughts and what you really want, and having control over your mind. And then also having the Queen of Wands, who is all about taking strong actions and using the intuition and having a happy life, being in that kind of energy, and the Queen of Cups, having love in your life, and having that, having like a life that's full of love, and being able to be in that energy. So I feel like that's kind of what's happened, is this choice has been made, and the Empress has decided, okay, this is a very strong energy. This is someone that, and we have 10 Pentacles here. So it's kind of like when you make a decision that you are going to cut this out of your life because you want this, and if you have to move, you'll move. Like, that's the energy. That's the, move on, or actually physically move. This could be moving on in a more intellectual way. It could mean actually physically moving. Quite often that's what this card does mean. And yeah, ending the mental prison, because this card represents someone that's in a mental prison, but it's sort of a self-imposed one, because if you're in this energy and this is happening over and over again and you keep on going back and you know, okay, you've had 3 strikes now and you're still going to go back for more. Sometimes this card is saying, no, I'm not going for the 4th choice. I want peace in my life. And, you know, 3 strikes, you're out. I'm done. And that's the kind of energy, not repeating the same old energy over and over again and then expecting a different result. And so this is talking about putting, just like here, we have here, putting the thoughts and the anger and all the emotion and the actions behind you and focusing on this one sword moving forward. This is a kind of like a duty-bound energy, like you're supposed to get along with these people, or you've been working with these people forever and you used to really work well together, but you don't now. That was then, this is now kind of energy. And so this is about really moving from this energy of the 9 year, the end of the cycle, and embracing the new. And then here, this is about like that, okay, I'm just going to cut through this and I'm going to take a step forward onto land. I'm going to ground myself and I'm going to move forward to receive this and, you know, focus my thoughts on that rather than what's happened in the past. Leave the past in the past, learn from it, and move forward. And then we have the energy of the King of Wands. So one thing I also want to point out here is the King of Wands is, and the King of Swords, those are males in the images here, but they're archetypes. So this could be a woman in her masculine energy. And that's kind of the thinking and moving forward and taking, this is about thinking about the action to take forward, and this is about actually taking it. And it's talking about like in the physical, you know, like moving, making actions to literally change location, apply for jobs in different cities, you know, that kind of energy. And so this energy is also the same with the Empress and the female people on the cards. This could be a man in his feminine energy that's deciding this. But the King of Wands is very charismatic, loves to have fun, enjoys doing new activities. So that this could represent, because the Empress is all 4 queens in one, this energy could represent her masculine energy of, okay, this is how I'm going to take action. The masculine part of ourself takes action, and on a logical level on how to move out of, like how to actually move out of something. And that could be switching, you know, jobs, you know, making a different career move, moving away from family, that kind of energy. And, you know, moving forward and putting into action the steps required to be able to do that. And then we have the Emperor here. So we got the Emperor and the Empress. So this is like, you know, the summer energy moving into September, October. So the Emperor is sitting on their throne, and like the Queen, or like the Empress, I mean, this energy is talking about having all 4 qualities of all 4 kings rolled into one person. It's not that common that the Emperor and the Empress would show up together in a reading of this size, especially because I'm only dealing with 13 cards. But so this is a sign that this could be you as one person embodying the energy of the Emperor and the Empress after making this change, this decision, and taking action on it. And now you embody these qualities. Or this could be like a couple, the Empress and Emperor, that have made this decision because maybe because Libra is the energy of mature adults that are married and are starting a family, kind of that energy. So this could be saying, you know, my partner's not happy, and so we're going to move from here, and we're going to move on and go for better, go for that ultimate happiness. And I'm just like, that's a choice that I need to make. Or it could be just you embodying these qualities. And now that you decided, okay, I'm out of this mental prison, I'm not doing this anymore. you've taken action now. Now you've become the emperor. And it's not like overnight you just become an emperor. It's because you've taken, really, you've put a lot of consideration into this. You've put thought into it. You've done your best to reconcile. You know, you're in this energy where you just want this and you want peace of mind, and you recognize, I'm not going to get it here. I'm going to have to make a big change. And when you make that choice, that's when this Empress and Emperor energy come in. This is when these two show up together, it means your masculine and feminine energies are equal within each other, or your partner and you are very equal, and you're strong enough to stand on your own, and then have, you know, bring a lot of quality into the relationship, which is, my cat thinks we're playing. No, don't do that. She's trying to attack the cards out of my hand. So here we have going into, oh, look at that. We have 9 of Cups now. So that's much better than energy than this. So this is talking about the 9 of Cups is like, oh, okay, starting to see that this wish that I have for having this in my life is coming around now. And I'm almost there. I'm almost at the finish line. I've made this choice. This is about maintaining your focus and not kind of backing down from your choices just because you kind of fall back into like nostalgia or whatever. Sometimes it's kind of like the energy of, quite often when things like this happen, maybe someone from the past has come back in your life and you're like, oh, you know, maybe I should give him a 17th chance, you know, like that kind of energy. This is saying maintain your focus. Don't let people drain your energy. This person is sitting with their feet out. And this is leaking, representative in body language of leaking energy. And they're closed here across the heart. So this is saying like, this is a wish. You're highly favored and your wish could come true. You could get that 10th cup. And it doesn't, there hasn't been a message come in here from any of the knights or the pages saying anything. This is all happening, I feel like, within you and your family, and you're just making choices that are strong for you and your family. And this energy is saying, staying on that you've decided you're going to stay on that path, and this is what you're going to do. You're not going to get distracted. You're going to focus on getting that 10th cup and really embodying this this energy here. So this, when you're wishing for something, it means that you don't have it yet. And so that's what this is saying. Maintain your focus, you know, so that if you're focused on the goal, and that's what this is saying too, keep your eye on the ball. And you know, because many a race is lost in the last lap. And you want to be in a position where you go, that you allow yourself to have this ultimate happiness. And then we have in December energy, like towards the end of the year, planting your own seeds. I feel like this is in a new location, planting your own seeds. And you're like, you have, this is the 6 of Pentacles is talking about having to, like if you relocate, it might have required a lot of your money to be able to relocate or to re-educate if you're moving into a different occupation, moving to a new company, like moving to a new, across the world possibly, that kind of energy. But what it is it's saying that justice is here and you're learning the give and take of life. It's kind of like deciding, who do I want to give my energy to? Who do I want to give my pentacles to? Who do I want to hang out with, you know, and who do I want to work with? And I want justice in my life. I want to have the happiness that I deserve, and I don't want to be ever back in this energy again. So this is like a powerful reading. It's talking about being mature enough to look deep into yourself and understand what it is you want to have this ultimate happiness. You go and eat, Stella. Whoops, sorry, she's knocked the camera here. Talking about making an exit. She's angry now. There we go. It's kind of saying, yeah, well, if you want, you know, like, Her energy is kind of like this energy. If you've ever owned a cat, you know, cats are not like dogs. Dogs have owners and cats have staff. And that's the energy. And I'm clarifying this with my oracle. And I've just been shuffling a bit here. I've already shuffled these cards. This oracle is Tales from the Vector. And it's courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And this energy, I started working on this deck in 2007. I'm an artist, so I was just painting these big paintings of dragons and having a lot of fun with it. It took me, because they were so big and there was crystals on them and all sorts of energy going into them, and I was trying to decipher, okay, what is this about? After I completed all 64 paintings in 2020, and now I want to bring the deck out into physical form. And I have a website, talesfromthevector.com. That's TAILS from thevector.com. And the cards that I have here have the numbers of how they're listed on the gallery. And so you can go to that website and you can take a look at the pictures after. In the description box below, I will have the numbers as they appear here. This card popped out, so we're going to start with this. If you're enjoying this reading, please do like and comment, as it really does empower me to build my channel. Really, really, truly appreciate it. Okay, so the card that's coming out is Denial. And so I feel like this energy, really, it doesn't have so much to do with the people around you as it has to do within yourself, and of deciding what your own worth is, and being in this energy of maybe recognizing that, like, what I don't know won't hurt me. And it's kind of like, yes, it will hurt you. Not like if you are denying that this is happening and you keep going back for more. This energy is basically saying, when people show you who they are and how they plan to treat you, believe them. And like after 3 strikes, like, do you really want to take, you know, another hit, or are you going to lay this down and choose peace in your life? And that's kind of the energy. And it's not always like it, you know, the swords are two-edged. So it's, you know, it's coming from both sides. And then we have the Pisces energy. So Pisces is someone that is very mature and authoritative. And this is about sink or swim energy. And I feel like this is taking authority within yourself. Saturn and Neptune are really, really deep, deep energy. And we've had the energy of Neptune being in this deep Piscean energy and moving now into like the Aries energy. And it's been, you know, it takes 165 years for that to happen. And it's been back and forth and back and forth. And now all of a sudden, coming into this new year at this time, we are in this energy where Neptune is settling down into the Aries energy. And that's Mars. It's, you know, feisty energy, right? It's fiery. And so we're seeing a lot of that coming out in the readings. Is, you know, the wands here are about having the forward vision and also taking action, and sometimes anger, and it's, you know, like it can be like volatile emotions and a lot of energy that's been building up for a long time, and now it comes out and kaboomy. There we have it. And then, yeah, look at that. That's the energy I was picking up. So this is like the energy of like all this old energy in Neptune coming out. And look at, we moved from Pisces into the age of Aquarius in 2020. And what I was just saying about Neptune moving into Aries, this energy, be really aware that right now towards like this middle of December, the energy is very volatile. And it's volatile because of this, because this Neptune, deep, deep energy has moved after 165 years. It's now here. And the thing about an infant, Aries is representing that stage of life. And Mars, and so Mars is like really like fiery energy, right? And so this is like, it can really come out into like wanting to be in battles. And so this energy, be really careful if there's people around you that want to battle with you, that you just, you know, go inward because it's not going to be worth it. It won't turn out well. You don't want to, like, how many times do you want to get into battles with people that want to battle? Like, some people actually really enjoy, some people join martial arts and those kinds of things because they enjoy fighting, and then they can do it, in a safe environment. And so if people really want to fight and they enjoy it, this is the kind of energy it doesn't affect them the same way it affects someone that doesn't want to. And so this is making a choice. Are you going to sink or are you going to swim? And it is that energy coming in, and also from going from this end of this 9-year cycle into this energy. It's a very volatile kind of energy, especially when people are getting together for family events. And so it can be like a lot of pent up energy coming out, and there'll be a lot of regret, coming out of it if you give into that energy. The best thing is go meditate or whatever, and be in that energy where you're not going to fight or start fights, or if someone's trying to get you to, trigger you, you need to decide, I'm a mature adult now, and I'm going to be an authority of my own energy, and I'm going to either not attend because I don't want to repeat the experience, or if I do attend, I will leave if that starts happening so that I don't get in a fight with people. And then this energy is, synchronicity and the wheel of fortune turning. So this is past, present, and future. And so this energy is like, it might even be like you're leaving an occupation, not just like a company or something like that too. It could be that energy, because I'm saying this is about family because of the holidays, and this does represent that, but this can represent reunions with people that you work with, and it can be more than just that. It could be about returning to a hometown, and then after being away on a holiday, and then realizing when you come back, you don't resonate anymore. So this is like, don't fight battles, don't start battles, and don't fight battles with people if, unless you really have to. Because this energy, a lot of people are feeling it right now, and a lot of people are like wanting, they're like wanting some drama or whatever. So we have the star energy. So this is you just, if you're wanting to leave, it doesn't mean you're saying that these people that you don't care about them, or, that kind of energy. It just says you want something different, and that's your right. And you might be a really talented person in some regard. And if you don't move to a new location where that can be like amplified, then you're going to end up missing out on that energy. Yeah. Oh, you're back, are you? See, you're back for reconciliation. You sit quiet on my lap now. This is about going for not just your worldly desires, but also the peace of mind and otherworldly, like spiritual desires, what you came here for, your authentic desires that are in your heart. And those may be different from the people that you've been with, and you just want, you're willing to take that risk for yourself that others maybe wouldn't want to take, and that's okay. Like each to their own. We're not all the same for good reason. Yes, and then the Emperor energy comes back, and that's sitting on this King of Swords. So that's why I feel like when that decision was made, or when you make that decision, you'll be in a position where your performance level will be increased to that of the Emperor to get what you want. And this is about using your masculine energy in a really strong way, not needing to resort to fighting or, getting all, entangled in messy events, but like just standing, using your words wisely, maybe consulting, with someone that, like I'm getting, like if you're moving to another country, like really doing your research about that, or if you're moving to a new city, go visit it. That kind of energy. If you're thinking about changing to a new company, go do that. It's that kind of energy, like really doing your research so that when you move forward, this battle is done. And the Wheel of Fortune is clicking in your favor. The synchronicity is happening. The energy is coming in as like this 10 of Pentacles, which is a lot of health, wealth, and happiness. And then we have this, like, and this is about, this can be about love itself, romance, or it can be about what you love to do and be. And then we have, yeah, once you become like in this energy of the Emperor and the Empress, look at that. You're in a whole new world. This is a different level. You've leveled up. And this is really, really, really strong energy. Then we have the dissemination. So this is kind of like an energy of when the information gets scrambled. And some of this I'm getting could be from childhood. It could be regarding the way that your thinking has been, and you absolutely need to change your thinking. If you're feeling duty bound to stay in this energy, it's not going to benefit anyone. So it's really about letting go of these thoughts, like, because this is about believing in your own press. And a lot of times when people say, you know, like they want to motivate you and, hey, you know, you need to believe in yourself. But most people do have several limiting beliefs about, you know, their value and what they're capable of. And so you don't want to believe in those things. You want to be able to take action on your passion for wanting this better life. And yeah, here's the energy coming in. So this is talking about the temptation of staying. I feel like this, because the devil is temptation. And so I feel like this energy is talking about within yourself. It's tempting sometimes to stay in this comfort zone because it's what you know and it's who you've been around. And you know, it's scary, like making these huge changes. And you're maybe tempted to stay in this energy, but you also want this, and you want to have this new world. Like the world card is the last one in the cycle of the journey of the Fool. And so this energy is like being your own worst enemy is what I'm getting. And whenever that devil card comes up, I like to cover it with the next card. And the card that came up is this, abuse of power. And this is a karmic space that's really easy for all of us to fall into. But what I'm getting here is you have the power to change this for yourself. And so if you feel like this energy is going to prevent you from having what you want, and you're tired of it, and it's been very painful for you, if you continue to stay in that energy when you have the capability of being able to leave it, then you become part of that abuse against yourself. And that was kind of the energy I was picking up, is like sometimes this, like, and this energy, it requires like really making like some really difficult choices about how you want to have your life, and really looking at it, your part in it as well as other people's part in it, and just realizing, okay, I'm ready to move on from this energy. I do want this peace of mind. I want this lifestyle. I want this happiness, and I'm okay with moving. I feel passionate about it now. I'm looking forward to it. That's the kind of energy, because you're moving into this Emperor, Empress energy. And I'm getting you had a blind spot about that at some point. We all have blind spots. So sometimes you can see what others can't see. Others can see what you can't see. Nobody can see it. And then sometimes everybody can see it, including you. And I feel like that's kind of the energy. It just feels like it's better for you to move on. And there's good reason why the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. Because if you go through some sort of this energy and you really look into it, you do your research, you seek expert advice if that's what you need to move forward, then you do that. You educate yourself about the blind spots within yourself and within others, and then you make that choice. As an Emperor and Empress energy, it's super powerful. That's an integration of being able to take action, strong action on strong emotions and strong, internal forces. And then this is, attachment basically is the mother of all karmic spaces, of all the others, because when you become attached, then you start thinking, oh, that's just the way it is. And that energy is like, it brings you into like wishing for something, but never actually taking action. and following what's in your heart to move forward on your journey. So this is really good, powerful energy. There's lots of really good cards in here. And there's not saying that there's not a time that you could reconcile this energy, but this is about reconciling it within yourself first. And then we'll see what happens after that. And yeah, the karmic space of pride. So this is about persuasion. So I've got a little cat purring on my lap right now. And this is talking about, you know, sometimes they talk about pride before the fall. And sometimes pride, you could have too much pride or not enough pride. It's an all or nothing kind of energy. So it's kind of like deciding that I'm going to make this change. It might surprise people that you're moving away, or you're changing location, or you're moving away, you know, to a new occupation, or whatever that is, because I'm getting that this is talking about someone who's very successful already, to have this many pentacles to work with, all these cups coming in, this Empress and Emperor energy. But this is about, you know, having the, like, pride. Pride is something that we all need to have within ourselves. We need to be proud of ourselves. And at the same time, we don't want pride to get in the way of moving into a different way that would better us. And admitting our part in the role, you know, of all of this, as well as the other parts. So just the goal isn't to have to justify things. It's more about letting go of attachments to this energy and allowing yourself to move forward so that you can have the life that you want to live. And everybody deserves that. So this is really good, powerful energy. It's really good advice. Thank you so much, Libra, for your wisdom. And if you have enjoyed this reading, please do like and comment. Consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy. I will be back with another astrological reading and a daily reading tomorrow. I'm working right now, and when I'm done this, if I have time, I will do a new moon reading, and for sure one for the end of the month for you. Bye for now. Whoops. My cat just doesn't want me to wake her up.